Alright, what's up everybody? This is like the video that a lot of people were waiting for. It's the sword tutorial part 3, and in this video we're going to be adding equipping, unequipping, fixing some of like the stuff that wasn't finished in the second video, and we're also going to be adding a sword skill as you guys requested. So yeah, let's get right into that. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna hop into the local script, and there's a couple things that we are going to need to change. So first one is we have to make it so that your player can't block while they're hitting, and they can't hit while they're blocking, right? So there's a couple things. The way we can do that is simply up here. We have to check, make sure we're blocking, and make sure blocking is equal to false, right? This is up here at this line. So now when we play the game, our player should not be able to hit while blocking. See, I'm gonna try blocking, and I'm clicking, and I can't hit, so that's good. Everything else still works. Nice. Okay, so after we've done that, we can start and get into the equipping and unequipping. So the key that I'm gonna do for this is Q. You guys can change this key, whatever, but for now I'm just gonna do it as Q. So let's add a new little variable here called equipped. And of course, when you first start out, you're not gonna have your sword equipped, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change some of the stuff here. So I'm gonna make the unequipped like position be like on your waist, like it'll like the sword will be like put on your hip or something, strapped on your hip. You can change this to whatever you need it to be, and replace this with the part, or the body part that you're gonna be welding the sword to. So in my case, it's the lower torso, because like the waist is the lower torso. And we're gonna have to change the weld offset, and for mine it is 1.2, negative 1.2, I think, and then multiply by negative 135. So now when we play, you should see like the sword is like on my waist, like that. You can change that offset to whatever you need it to be. Alright, so now that it's like this, we want to make sure we can't attack or block while our sword is unequipped, right? So just like the blocking thing, so we have to check if equipped equals true. This is for this attacking, and for blocking we do the same thing. We also need to know like when we let go, so put like an or here, or equipped equals false, right? And now we're gonna add another input. We're gonna be listening for if the Q key is pressed, and we need to make sure we're not on cooldown, and we're not stunned, because we can't have the player pulling out their sword while they're stunned, right? if equipped equals true, then equipped equals false, right? Otherwise, so else equipped equals true, and we're gonna have to like have some other way like on the server to keep track of if our player's sword is equipped, right? So let's go over to the server script, and let's go ahead and add another else if, and if the action is equip, then we're going to first check if we have like a equipped value, and otherwise we unequip. I mean, so check if we have an equipped value. If we don't, then make one right here and make the equipped value to true. Otherwise, if we don't we have one and we're not equipped, then it'll be equipped, and then otherwise if it is equipped, then it'll be not equipped. So yeah, my explanation there is pretty terrible, but I mean, what? So now we're gonna have to obviously send over this information to the server script over there, and we're gonna need to send our character and the action. So then fire server and then data. Nice. So now we should be able to equip and unequip it, and then we have to visually be able to see that, right? And we also want to change a few things. So instead of waiting for just the character, we're also gonna wait for equipped, because it should run at the setup script as well. We'll like get to that later. So instead of waiting for the right hand, we can wait for equipped, because once we set up in the setup script, we should also add a little thing here. Basically, this will detect if we equipped the sword or did we unequip it, and if we did equip it, then I'm welding the part back to the or like the part that you're gonna be holding the sword with, and then the offsets and such, right? And this is the same as like up here because we're unequipping it. Alright, so yep, let's see what else we need. We can run it right now just to like show you how it looks. Oh, alright, so obviously nothing appeared, right? And that's not what we want, right? So I think what is going on is that let's see. Here, let's just run it again. Maybe it was mistaken. All right, let's just see it. Okay, yeah. So what happened was it didn't create the equipped thing, and as you can see, it's not there. And that is most likely because I wrote something incorrectly. Nice. Let's check in equipped. So that looks right to me. I think it's in the setup then. All right, let's see. Did I forget to add something? Oh, yep. So I forgot to actually fire server, and then we're just gonna create a setup action. I forgot to do that. I told you guys that I would do it later, but I actually forgot. All right, so setup, fire the setup remote on the server, and then basically we can go ahead and there we go. So we're gonna want the player to equip it, to create like an equip value. And there we go. See? I'm clicking Q and it's switching. Pretty cool, right? So one thing that I kind of did wrong was that I have it put in reverse, so this should be actually false. So now when we do it, it should be, yep, there we go. I don't know why the leg part isn't loading. That happens sometimes when like the Roblox servers are slow. And yeah, as you can see, you kind of see it like when it's equipped, like the motor is like on your player's crotch. You probably want to make that thing invisible because it'll look goofy. But yeah, see, it all works, and then unequipped, nothing works. So yeah, there we go, our sword is equipped. And while I said that, let's just quickly make the handle, which is right here, invisible. It should be in your effects, and it's the handle, make it invisible, and let's get it. So now the sword skill. So I decided to do a really big slash, I guess, and like it'll hit 360 degrees, and it's like a spin slash thing. So the model for that is, let me just paste. Okay, so here's the model. It's the same as like the normal slash, except I made it bigger, and the mesh scale is 15, 20, and 15. The texture ID is 99307250773. That's the texture, and this is like the model. It's same as like the small slash, except it's like it's a little bit bigger, obviously. Make sure you change the scale of it to 15, 20, 15, and then the size of it, I think is for the part itself is 35, 30. The mesh scale is like independent from like the part size, which is why I need you guys to do that. And don't worry about this at all. Yep. So I already have it in there, but yeah, you get the point. So yeah, and by the way, you can change the color. The color doesn't matter at all, and you can change the color using the vertex color. The X value is the R color or red color, and then the Y is green, and then the Z is blue. So mine is 112, so it's a little bit more blue. Okay, so now we have to code the actual thing. So I'm gonna just copy over the function. It's called /big, and you pass in the character that this slash is at, and then it does a couple of tweens and at the initial position it's gonna be any it'll position itself, so it'll be at your position, and then it'll rotate from anywhere from 0 to 180 degrees on the y-axis, and then -10 to 10 on the z-axis. This makes it wobble, and then this makes it spin. So you can change, if you don't want it to wobble, just get rid of this part, the z, and get rid of it here as well. You don't, okay, I didn't really need that. Okay, nor did I need this. I parent it, right? And I realized in the previous video I forgot to do this, but make sure you destroy the slash after a while. So use game.debris add item M, and I think it's just for like 1 second. I don't think it should be any longer. So yeah, do that for the original slash too. I don't think I added that either. So yeah, add it for 1 second and then get rid of it. Okay, so now we have the little slash and then big, right? Slash big. So let's go ahead and go into here. We can grab basically all of this, and you can just paste it right there, and then change the key. So key code equals to, and I'm gonna make the sword slash special skill E. All right, and this is all that you really need. Just this. And then we also want to tell the server that we did a big slash. So it doesn't matter what you call the action, and then fire the server. And actually we can just do it like this, put it outside, yeah, instead of firing it 6 times. And then we set the cooldown to false. Now let's go back to the server script, and we check else if the data.action equals, I think I called it big slash or something. Then I think I used it over here. Just go ahead and do this. And then if you need to see it again, here it is. It's just the same thing as what was up here. This will basically replicate everything to every player besides yours, because yours already did it here, you know? So we can go ahead and also data.action was big slash then, and then we do big slash big, I think, and then data.char, and then we need to do it 6 times. So for I equals 1, 6 do, and then just put that in there, and then we'll wait because we did that on the other one too. And let's go ahead and run it. Shouldn't be any errors with it. Alright, so we can't use the skill, but once we equip it, we should be able to. You can change like the timing and the animation, of course. And it works exactly like a normal slash, so like if you hit somebody, it'll like auto track for them. See, like it'll move you over towards there. So so you don't miss, you know? You don't want to like stay in one place and like the knockback hit him out. So it'll like help you auto track over to it. So make sure all the hits land. That's a blocking dummy, so obviously he's just immune. But it should work on everybody else. Oh, that one's blocking too. Oh well. And the way you can customize it is, you see this 6, these 2 6s right here? Change that to the number of slashes you want. So let's say I want more than 6, let's say I want 8. then you can change it to 8. And then this is the wind up, so you can change that to whatever you want as well, and you can change it to fit your animation, which I ported over right here. So yeah, let's see, it should hit 8 times now, so it'll do a little bit more damage. And let's say you want to change the damage without having to change the change like the normal sword slash damage. You can make a different action and then go ahead and go in here, copy all that, and like put another else if for your action, and then like you can customize all of the values here. A lot of people asked me if I could make like the last hit do a little bit more knockback, and yeah, so you can just change this right here, change it to something like 100, and then it'll do more knockback on the last hit, so you can't infinite combo. See, you can't hit them anymore. And here's the sword skill. It's pretty cool. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and put a like on the video, and I'll continue to make more stuff like just like this. And yeah, the next skill that I'm gonna be making is probably like the flash step, because that was like the second vote on the like the vote thing, so I'll do that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.